Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help, and welcome back to another video today. If you guys like the video, make sure to smash the like button, and if you like this video, make sure to comment down below, and I will maybe make a part 2 to this. So today's video is going to be about my favorite memories, or just some random memories that I've had on this game that have been really funny or have been really exciting, or just amazing to me. And yeah, like I said, if you guys like this video, I will make a part 2 because there is countless memories that I've had on this game. Some of these subscribers might have heard a couple of these before, but if you are new, then they should be, pretty funny. So we're going to start it off with, I'm just going to go with my 99, my first 99 ever. You guys know when you get your first 99, it's just a crazy feeling. It was back in 2009, and I guess you guys could probably guess that it was cooking. Everyone's first 99 back in the day, or even today really, is cooking. And back then, like I was a kid. I was 9, 10 years old, and getting a 99 to me was really huge. It was something that I've always really wanted. Back then, even skill capes, even cooking was at least if you had a skill cape, you felt like you were part of this club. So I just grinded and grinded and grinded. I only had maybe like a 5 mil bank, something like that at the time. And yeah, I just wanted to get cooking. So spent hours and hours getting cooking. And the day that I did get 99 cooking, I woke up with 97 cooking, something like that. And I was at the Rogue's Den. If you guys remember, that was the OG place to cook. Nowadays, people use the Hosidius Kitchen, or they use the Michelins Guild. But yeah, back in the day, we used to use the Rogue's Den about the fire, and there was not a bank right beside you. You had to kind of walk to get to a banker. It's a lot easier now with all the quality of life updates. But yeah, I was just sitting there all day long. I was cooking like monkfish or something like that, and I was a kid, right? So gaining a mil XP in a day was crazy to me back then. And I just remember, like, it's not like I was efficient either. I'd probably like AFK for like a long time or whatever. But yeah, basically like the entire day from probably 7, 8 in the morning until like 8, 9 o'clock at night, I was just sitting there cooking. And I just remember that my dad, called me for dinner that night. Like, he was like, yeah, you gotta come eat dinner. You've been on the computer all day. And I'm like, no, I gotta cook. And he's just like, I've been cooking all day, or I've been cooking all night for you to eat dinner. But I'm like, no, I gotta get this level. And like, parents they don't understand like how long and how dedicated you've been to this thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, overall, I got the 99 cooking. My friend actually lent me like 1k raw sharks, and back then that was like over a mil. And he's like, as long as you give me the cooked, if I cook them and trade him the cooked version back, that I could, use them. And I think he fished them or something like that. So I was super happy to get that out of the way. And my last little bit of experience was just super fast to me, because I was doing like monks or maybe even lobsters or something like that. So jumping right to sharks, it just made my last little bit of the XP so great. And I remember just, getting that 99. I just was like so happy. I was on my laptop for like 13 hours that day. Got from like 97 to 99 in a single day. I was like 9 years old, so that's why it took me 13 hours. But yeah, I was just overall over the moon. I just remember all of my friends would go to the cooking guild, or the chefs. Is it the cooking guild by Varrock, something like that? They all came there with me, and I just grabbed the cape, and I was so happy. Put the cape and the hood on, and just did the emote like 100 times. Like, I was just over the world. And I remember right after, I was like, what do I do now? You know what I mean? When you finish a long grind in the game, and then you just really are like lost on what to do. But yeah, overall, getting 99 cooking was an amazing memory in this game, probably in like 2009. These are going to be in like no particular order, by the way, because I'm jumping to one right now that I just thought about. It was after the Evolution of Combat was just released. I had no idea what I was doing, and I decided to stick and play with the Evolution of Combat for a little bit anyways. And I remember that when I first loaded it up, I like put some random ass ability bar. I really didn't know what I was doing, but I just put some random ass ability bar, and I was walking through that shortcut by the Grand Exchange from Edgeville to the Grand Exchange, and I saw 2 people in the wilderness, and the one guy like looked like a skiller, or he was around my combat level, but he looked like a skiller. Do you know what I mean? He had like the gnome scarf and a bunch of like random stuff that was worth like a lot of money. I forget what the exact like amount was, but I see him and he looks like he's talking to his friend in the wilderness. And I've never been a PKer in my life, especially in the evolution of combat. Like, fuck that. But, I was just heading through and I scouted them and I'm like, So I grabbed my gear, I grabbed ancient magics, and I was like, they're probably not there anymore. But anyways, I got all geared up, got my magic ability bar ready, and just hopped over the wilderness ditch, and I saw them. I think they were going to kill rock lobsters. Do you guys remember those, like, in the wilderness? They're in the wyvern, or not the wyvern, they're in the Dagnoth kings. There used to be a thing in the wilderness where you would just go there and kill them, and a lot of people used or went there to collect charms, like gold charms or crimson charms for summoning back in the day. But anyways, I don't know why. Maybe he was just showing his friend where this location was, and I just decided fuck it, and I went in the wilderness, freezed him, and just spammed the hell out of the ability bar. Did not know what I was doing, but I ended up actually killing him, and it was really funny because I've never been a PK or anything, and just in like 3 seconds I made like 10 mil, or I think it was like 5, anywhere from 5 to 10 mil, and it was just like insane to me, like a gnome scarf PK, random stuff. I kind of felt really bad afterwards, but hey, it's a game, you know what I mean? And I just remember like messaging my friends being like, oh my god, I just got this fucking 10 mil PK, and they're like, what the hell? Because like I've always been a skiller, so me saying like I PK'd someone for 10 mil was just like crazy. And overall I felt so bad, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's a game, and it helped me with maxing. So another really funny memory was me getting my fire cape. I had such a struggle pre-EOC getting a fire cape. I don't know what it was. I was never into combat, so I think that's what it was. I didn't really know how to use my prayers properly, and just the fight cave seemed like the most insane boss type fight I've ever done in my life. Because when I was a younger kid, like maybe 13 when I got my fire cape, you had to complete like whatever it is, like 60 or 50 waves of all these monsters, and then you finally fight the boss. And for me, it was a struggle getting up to Jad. Like, I just wanted to try Jad, fight Jad, see what Jad was like. But for me, it was just insane getting up to Jad. So I know these days you could just use a blowpipe and it would just be so easy. But yeah, and it was no struggle for me to get my fire cape on this Ironman account here. But back in the day, getting my first fire cape took me forever. I just remember, like, for a full month, I was just, learning each wave. I had, like, back in the day when I didn't even have my own computer, this is when I, got my fire cape. I might have had a laptop, but I think I was using my stepdad's Mac because it had, like, a bigger screen, and for some reason I thought that would help me get the fire cape. But so I could see, like all the monsters and all the waves and stuff like that. And I think on my laptop on my laptop I had like the wiki page open so I could like look at all the waves and study them. And I just remember like being like super nerdy about this and like having my laptop on the side, like, oh, waves 27 is coming up, I need to, pray mage and whatever it is. But I just remember like I was like 13, right? So like I was downstairs with my family, or everyone was pretty much sleeping besides me and my mom. My mom was on the phone with my grandma at the time when I got my fire cape. And I was just sitting there and, she talks to my grandma for hours on the phone. It was probably like, I was probably supposed to, go to bed or whatever like that because I had school in the morning, but I was sitting there fucking doing wave by wave by wave by wave. And then I'm like, can I just do one more attempt, Mom? One more attempt. And she doesn't know it's going to take over an hour. So she's like, yeah, whatever. And she's like on the phone with my grandma, so she doesn't realize the time's passing, and I'm just sitting there trying and trying and trying, and I finally get to Jad, and I do it. My first time at Jad, I actually kill him. For me, it took like, I'm gonna say 30 attempts to get to Jad, but the second I get to Jad, I'm just some pro switcher. I just had so much adrenaline in me because I was, I was supposed to be in bed. I had school in the morning, but I'm sitting there and I just scream when I get the fire cape. I'm so overly joyed, so excited. Like back then, 2013, it wasn't a flex, but just to have a fire cape was so cool. You know what I mean? And like, all my friends had one. I don't know, like back in the day, they probably fucking paid for them, get some services, or their brothers did them for them, but I did it myself, you know what I mean? It took me a full month. It was more of like an achievement than getting my 99 cooking to me because it just took so long, and I felt like I had like the best cape. I think it was the best cape back in the day. Yeah, it was for sure. Because that was before the max cape and before maybe the arty cloak was better, I'm not sure, but the fire cape was just insane to me, and I was not even into Slayer combat, so I don't even know why I was going for this cape. I think I just liked the animation, the moving animation of it. But yeah, I screamed when I got that fire cape. I was so overly joyed, and like my grandma thought I fucking like died or fell or something like that, and it's just really funny. I just remember there, calm down, calm down. My mom's like, calm down, and I'm just like, yeah, I got the fucking fire cape, and they're like, whatever that means, congratulations. And yeah, it was just it's kind of cringe, but you know, at the same time, it's pretty funny. Alright, the next one is my maxing day. I remember this day. It felt like I was done everything I've ever wanted to do. You know what I mean? When you're a kid, all you really care about is RuneScape. And for me anyways, all I really cared about was RuneScape. It was my entire life. I didn't give a shit about school. I didn't give a shit about anything, just friends, RuneScape. And yeah, I maxed an account before I you know, was into girls or anything like that. I know left the fuck out of RuneScape. I think I maxed when I was like 15 years old. And yeah, to me it was just like, yeah, I definitely was, it might have been 16, but I was either 15 or 16 years old when I maxed. So that's like the only thing I cared about like for the past like 5 to 6 years of my life was going for max. And nobody ever thought I would be maxing because I was never into combat, like I said. Agility, you know, all those very slow, annoying skills I never thought I was going to be able to do. And probably the only reason I was able to max is because they released the rune span. That and I was able to do rune crafting, but jokes on them. I got 99 rune crafting without the rune span. But back in the day, you know, I just played RuneScape all the time, every day, all day. And maxing to me was just like such a release, like such a crazy feeling that like I've been working on something for like 6 years of my life, just like every single day on the same account, going for this one goal. And when you do something like that, like 6 years of your life is like like becoming a doctor, you know what I mean? Like you spend 6 years in university to become a doctor, while I spent 6 years going for a max cape on this game. So like I know being a doctor is like way more prestigious and better, but it's just the amount of time it took me, and it was over, you know what I mean? I finally maxed and got the max cape, and you're really like, what do I do? But yeah, it was just a crazy feeling. I forget what my last skill was. You know what? It could have been Slayer or Agility. It's been such a long time now. Like it's been what, 10 years? No, what the hell am I saying? It's been like 6 or 7 years since I've maxed that account. I don't know why the hell I was thinking it's been 10 years. It's 2021, not 2025. But yeah, it was just such a crazy releasing feeling. And I just remember just Max, you know, the guy who sells the max cape, not on old school, but on the other RuneScape game. He was like walking around Varrock and just like randomly skilling. Like you'd see him like fletching as he's walking or something like that, and then he'd go to the bank, and like he would just be always skilling, and he'd be walking around Varrock. So I had to go find him, and I couldn't find him. I was like, where the fuck is he? But I eventually found him, bought the cape, and it was just like, it was so weird because all of my friends that have even been playing the game longer than me were still not maxed. They always focused on like multiple different accounts, having PK builds, and they probably had a lot more fun in the game than I did. But for me, the fun was just going for XP, going for maxing. And it was just really weird to them because they were like, it's so weird that you have a max cape. And it's really a cool feeling when people that you like looked up to, or people that showed you something, and then you become better than them, and they like look up to you for it. It's just such a weird feeling. And when you're like 15 years old, 16 years old, you know, it means a lot to you. Like when your friends are like, wow, I can't believe you did that. You know what I mean? And it's a cool feeling. And I just remember having a max cape and just being like, holy shit. Like, and I was like Googling it. I'm like, am I the youngest person in the world to get a max cape? I don't think I was. I think there was like I'm pretty sure there was like a 13-year-old that had 2 trimmed comp capes. Like, what the fuck? Let that sink in. 2 trimmed comp capes. But anyways, yeah, crazy feeling. It was awesome to get that over with. And honestly, it just made me fall more in love with the game. I thought I would just like quit or something, you know what I mean? Like what are you gonna do after a max cape? I just played another account. I, you know, went for a bunch of 200 mils and stuff like that. But overall, when I got the max cape, I was just so happy over the world. And it's a feeling that you will know when you get it, you know what I mean? You can't really even describe the feeling. It is like, it's not like beating a game, you know, like beating any fucking console game. like would not release that much dopamine. Getting a max cape is just like another fucking level. I can't wait till I get it on old school. It's gonna feel probably even crazier, to be honest. But yeah, probably one of the best memories I've ever had on RuneScape was definitely getting the max cape. And lastly, for this video, I have a feeling I'm gonna be making another one of these, but yeah, finally the last one for this video is going to be getting recognized in game. Thank you guys for all of the support on the channel. It's been phenomenal the last couple of months. It's really had some steady growth. And yeah, we recently just passed 4,000 subscribers. I'm going to be announcing a couple things here for people that have watched till the end. At 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be getting a video cam and placing it where the map is on not every video, but on progress videos and things like that, so you guys can see the reactions. A lot of people want me to start streaming. I would love to start streaming, but it's not possible with my life right now. I have like 2 other jobs, like I've been saying, so I don't have time to stream. I would love to do it, and I need more of a quiet environment. My house is pretty loud. I don't know if you guys hear sometimes in the clips like people yelling or my sister yelling or something like that, but yeah, I need more of a quiet environment to stream for sure. We're actually going to be probably moving houses within the year, so I might have a way better environment to, you know, record videos and stream and stuff like that. So maybe in the future I will look into doing that. But yeah, at 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to buy a camera so that you guys can see my face and see a live reaction to pretty much everything I do. I think that would add a lot more personality to the channel and things like that. So yeah, you guys can look forward to that. So yeah, 4,000 subscribers, it's actually crazy. I just remember like at the start of this year I had like 1,000 or like just over 1,000 subscribers, and we've gained 3,000 in the last few months. I've almost gained 1,000 a month, and I really do appreciate that, and thank you guys so much for that. But yeah, getting recognized in game is such a crazy feeling. I know it's nothing like Zizima like back in the day, you know, when he would just get chased around the game for hours continuously and he couldn't even like skill because people were chasing him. But it's really cool, you know, when I go to a bank and like somebody's like, is that no help? It's such a great feeling. And I never thought that I would get that, you know what I mean? It's really cool. Thank you guys for doing that. I've had probably 15 plus people recognize me in game and add me and things like that. It's really cool. It's such a great feeling, and I'm really glad you guys enjoy the content that I put out. Really makes me happy. But yeah, that has got to be probably by far the best memory that I've had in RuneScape. It's just getting recognized by a bunch of people and them telling me that they love my content. But yeah, overall, thank you guys so much for everything, and thank you guys for watching this video today. If you guys like it, remember to smash the like button, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya later.